And I mean, it's inhumane. It is unproven to do anything more than what's already done. Scientifically invalid. I mean,
just take it to the judge. See how that works.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, that lie detectors are going to
yeah. It's like saying, well, we're going to see if pigs fly, and if they don't, we'll let them in. It's like there's no correlation between lie detector tests and whatever the two other things that he had. Like they have to give retinal scans or some other things that he wanted. Yes, he wanted DNA samples, retinal scans, all these other things to be in a database. That was part of his proposal.
Oh my God! Which goes back to the Muslim registry,
which
right?
Goes to the
which is what
registry.
Trump talked about all during his campaign.
So
now I get it.
No, it may not have, but in a roundabout way. It sounds sexy, right? It sounds so sexy that they should go through a polygraph test and they should give DNA samples and all this nonsense.
Baloney.
Which, in no way, there has been no evidence that these 2 or 3 things that the extreme vetting that he's proposing was somehow run through the CIA or through the national security agencies to see if they're even effective, or they would work, or they would enhance the process.
Smoke and
capitalizing on people's fears and trying to
absolutely
make people more afraid. And
you know what? I'm not afraid.
But the point
I'm not afraid anymore.
Is this: I was one of those standing outside the Rotary Club last week and holding my sign, and I faced the street a lot because nobody was going to come out, so might as well do that. You are underestimating how many people came by and honked and waved and gave us the signs up and pulled over and asked how to join us.
Well,
you have to realize in this last election, the Republicans are thinking they won big. Hillary got 3 million more votes. And I can tell you something, there were a lot of apathetic people, which is why the Republicans won. 41% of Americans didn't even vote. But you know what? They've been wakened. And him sitting here not talking to anybody, he's going to have an ugly surprise because we're awake.
Yeah.
And I think if he was out there actually talking to us, he would see for himself.
He could have spent 5 minutes. He could have spent 5 minutes. Instead, hijacked him out through the kitchen door where they throw out the trash. He answers baloney. Doesn't even bother to talk to us. Sarcastically wishes us a nice day. And don't tell us that was any kind of public meeting, because as soon as we arrived, they locked the doors of the restaurant, which was closed and not even open to the public.
I don't believe it was just, it was public. It was always the group's meeting. It was a regular.
And it's not open to the public. So he's not meeting with the public, he's meeting with the private donors.
Again,
and I understand the Rotary invited. But I also know that you've got a very different take on what went on inside that room than actual Rotary members do, except for the big, rich, old white guys who laughed and blew us off. Now, if I can finish, you closed the blinds. You had the restaurant close the blinds.
Put up a screen.
Put up a screen. We were absolutely not visible, although my understanding was we could be heard, yes, until the restaurant came and closed us out. So if you are saying that he's making himself available to the public, which is why we're here, which we go back to the very beginning conversation, he's only making himself available to people he already knows agrees with him, and he already knows are going to open their wallets for him for 2008. And that's not his constituents. It's a very small percentage, and it's getting smaller.
Hearing from us too.
And here's the thing, I wrote a letter to the editor, whether it gets published or not, but I detailed how he snuck out the back door, and how he couldn't come out for 2 minutes and meet us. And I named the 2 city council people that blew us off too, because they're beholden to our votes as well.
Well, and
you know what? I hope that gets published, but if it doesn't, I'm going to keep submitting it, because I am going to get the word out there. I'm going to do everything I can to get the word out there. And I'm simply saying he needs to understand we're not going to be silent. And there are a lot of ways around him, including the free press.
Have you Googled your congressman lately? Have you Googled your boss lately? Check out video number 4. Check out video number 4.
He knows all about it.
Yeah,
Julia.
I know.
The office
So
has already told me
it's absolutely ridiculous that this. So I don't know. I'm done because we're not going to get anywhere. But we'll be back.
Can we do one last thing?
Sure.
Which is, here's our ask. Our ask is that we want a town hall next week. It can be on short notice.
Yep, we'll get there.
You have all of our information. We want a town hall next week. Morning, afternoon, night, whenever. The purpose of the town hall is for us to come in and discuss with our representative our concerns about everything that's going on in our country right now. And that includes the Affordable Care Act, the Muslim ban, the wall, the environmental regulations being dismantled,
Planned
the
Parenthood.
appointment of Betsy DeVos, the appointment of the nomination of Neil Gorsuch, the defunding of Planned Parenthood. What else? All of the issues that go in line
Steve
with these
Bannon
type
and
of
white supremacists in the White House.
Steve
Yep.
Bannon
The
being on the
National
National
Security
Security Council,
Erasing
and
Sessions as
erase
AG.
Attorney Sessions as AG. All of these things that don't bode well for our country and that we're scared are going to take our country back to the time when it was not a good place to live.
You wouldn't want to be back
for
there in the
most
60s, I'll
people,
tell you.
No,
including
she's lived
women,
through it.
including the Trump's promise to overturn Roe
Roe v.
versus
Wade.
Wade. So we want to have a town hall next week on those issues. We don't expect to get one, but we want to make it on the put it on the record that we
Yes,
want one.
we want to tell
If
them.
that's not going to happen, we all have individually signed letters, written letters asking for a town hall or for
Group
us
meeting.
for group meetings. And you know what?
We will not sit with
We
him
will
one-on-one. He needs to meet with us as a group. And we
He
can do
needs
the
to-
same thing. You block out a couple of hours, we'll bring as many people as want to talk, and we'll rotate in and out of your
Yeah.
office, just like we did for
Yeah,
Affordable Care.
we'll go wait
But the
in the parking
congressman
lot. There will be
needs to
400
be
of
here.
us. We'll wait in the parking lot and maybe
Come through. We won't
groups
even
of
block
8
traffic.
will come
We're so
in
good.
and we'll talk to him because he doesn't see the passion and the rage.
I think you did
Um,
on Friday.
no, he
He
sneaked
didn't,
out.
he snuck out, he really
not-
didn't.
I mean, he
Yeah.
saw it for what,
He
5
absolutely-
seconds
he-
between the door and the car.
sarcastic response and the smug response
we're
was...
making these asks and we expect to hear back from you guys. We will be calling daily
Yep.
to find out when there's a town hall or when there is a group visit to the office for us to talk to him personally. Not to you, not to anybody else here. No disrespect. You've been great.
Not that charming, I understand.
You're welcome to join,
I
but
don't
we
think
need
Calvert
him
is
there.
either, believe me. But that's what we would like. And then beyond that, we do have some cards, and we would really like for you to make
Mail?
sure that he gets them and that they don't get thrown out because
I saw the
we.
last ones, I promise you.
Okay, because
No,
we
no, no, trust me.
we've
Yeah, don't make
spent a lot
promises.
of time making all of these. Should we put
And
all
we're
the
dropping
little ones
them.
on top?
There,
Alright.
here, you can put all of those in an envelope.
Keep that one. Don't
Sorry.
the skirt was things in there.
Okay, no worries. Here, put them right there, baby. You did such. Did you help? Aw, you love Muslims. Did you make that? I love you. You have some more Valentines? Oh my gosh. And I got all fancy with my bag of Valentines.
Julia, read this.
But, uh-oh, now you've done it. You pissed off Julia. This is my favorite. Oh, awesome. All right.
Now, Jason, if we file an RFI for his schedule, would that be granted or no? Request for information?
No, it's not.
No. But it's not like it's going to be published if a person files an RFI. Like, I work for a separate county, so I know if someone files an RFI.
I can have our policy staff get back to you on the details, but
Okay. Because it's
correctional offices aren't subject to FOIA or RFIs, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Just under the Constitution. It's my understanding, but I mean, if you wanted to,
Yeah,
Check,
that'd
double check
be, yeah,
that.
that'd be
That'd
great
be
to know.
great.
I can, yeah. Did you want to make a note on yours about that?
I'll put it in my phone.
See, there's some more.
That'd be great. Thank you.
There's more.
You can add those on there.
In the phone town halls.
2009.
January 2009.
Thank you. I'm sure they stopped.
Yeah, January 2009.
Okay.
And then one more question, because you did say at one point he was having town halls. There's a little disagreement amongst what a town hall is and isn't. Is there a way?
Last year.
Yes, is there a way to get a list from you of the town halls he's held since 2009? Because we can't find them.
I mean, we don't maintain a list of events. I mean, obviously.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Your Facebook page says
It did.
you should.
You guys stopped maintaining the
You stopped
webpage, which is
maintaining the webpage,
why
but it's there.
I
On
want.
your Facebook,
No,
it
but
says current upcoming events and past events, and you just don't update it. So
Right.
I would
Right.
recommend.
So, I mean, that would have, in theory, I guess that would have been a way.
But I assume he keeps an electronic calendar at some point.
But we do need to clarify, though, that was the Oasis Community Center back in January of 2009. That's a 55.
Not 2009.
No, the
I'm
2000.
sorry,
Yeah.
2016. In January of 2016, that's the Oasis Community Center. That's a 55 plus and over, 55 plus community only. There was no public advertisement of that, and that was a private luncheon in their community center, so that was not open to the entire public.
Well, to clarify, it was an evening event. I don't think there was there might have been a meal served. I don't remember.
Well, according to the one picture you have, people have food at their table.
Sorry, I think it was
So.
a dinner. It might have been
Great, a dinner.
But there were a few hundred people there, so it was advertised. to the
No,
public.
no, no.
How did
You-
how did
you-
people get there?
They lived there.
They live in the, it was advertised to that community, which is a private
No, I'm
55
not
plus
saying.
community.
I'm not claiming it.
No, then
Correct.
don't,
Just
then
no.
do not use the word public. You need to be that they're not just the public. We're the public. 700 to 800,000 constituents are the public. That was an announcement to a private 55 plus community.
I think most members of Congress. I could be wrong. Most members of Congress, especially if you have a district of 800,000 people, you don't invite all 800,000 to one event. You have different events in different regions.
But you don't call it a town hall if it's a private closed event.
I guess it's right. Semantics, everyone has different.
But no, it's not semantics, because
Okay.
when I call the office and I get put on hold and they go back and they talk to you, you direct us to that date. I found one picture, you happen to sneak in the words town hall. There's no information about what was discussed, no information about questions and answers, no information about any of the policy stances he even took at that town hall. So if it's semantics, then you must go to your Facebook page. Good luck Googling that picture. I've Googled town hall. Nothing comes up for Ken Calvert. Nothing comes up for Congressman Calvert. I go to the website for his house.gov, and it's 2009, and the only comments that were there from 2009 on the telephone one is the ones we've added, demanding that we have another one. And that picture is embedded in the photos of Facebook from 2016, and you happen to write words, town hall. If it's semantics, then take it off, because it's not been a town hall, and stop telling us he had a town hall last year. You just said yourself, gotcha, on camera.
Myself what?
You said, well, this is just semantics. No, okay,
Well,
English.
I don't know if there's. Every member of Congress I'm aware of doesn't do the town hall exactly the same way. There's a variety of ways,
But you're here as his spokesperson,
Yeah, and-
calling it a town hall.
And I
It
would
is
still-
not a
and
town
I would
hall.
still characterize it as a town hall. The town.
No, it's
was
not
invited.
a town. It's Oasis Community Center. It's Oasis 55 plus community. The town
Is that
was
not a
not
town?
the town. No.
Oasis Community,
It's a
California?
private in Horse Cave
I don't think
Canyon.
so.
I can invite you to my
It sounds
clubhouse in
somewhat
Horse.
of a generic term.
No, don't you dare do that and start insulting educators.
trying to insult
You
anyone.
are. Jason, that is absolute ridiculous. Again, everyone with me? Baloney?
get it.
Baloney?
Also-
Okay. Don't. Gosh, I get mad because you stand there and you look in my face and you look in my eyes and you gotta,
But
no.
was it the event? Again, we didn't
No.
control who showed up there. I can tell you that.
No.
But-
False.
Oh, wait, okay,
False.
wait, hold on. If you didn't control who showed up there, who set up the event then?
We did it. We attended in partnership with Supervisor Marion Ashley, and there were also legislators at the state level and the city level.
So who
So it was every level of government was present.
And not
who set it up?
Who set it up?
It was our office in conjunction with Supervisor Ashley.
You just said you didn't set it up.
Okay, so you set it up, but
No.
you said if we can request then, because before you've told us we're not allowed to request, like appearances and stuff. So since anything where he makes an appearance is a town hall kind of, in the way you're talking, then if we find a venue, schedule it, invite him with notice, because you've already told me he's not coming next week if we schedule him, that he won't come. There's lots of in-district days coming up. There's March. There's a lot in April. If we get a venue, send you a formal invitation.
Maybe we'll get some other
We
legislators.
consider
to
every-
join us.
Yes, we can invite some other people to come as well. Would he consider it even?
We consider every invitation that comes in the office.
Consider it, really consider it? Or is he going to take the stance like you said, where we're essentially an angry mob, and so why would he show up? No, those weren't your words.
Right.
No, that was what you implied when you said, why would he show
Why
up
would he show up
with
to
the
town hall?
other
Because of what
ways
happening
they've
to all
gone?
the other
Yes,
Republicans.
yes.
I understand you guys' desire to have a town hall. I do.
But I do want some clarity on what a town hall is in your guys' opinion, which is
Yes.
why I'm asking for a calendar list of past town halls.
Yep.
Because I want to know what's considered a town hall so I can be prepared for ones that come up.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you make that available to me?
A definition of a town hall. What we consider a town hall.
Well, your list of
Evidence
past
the
town halls.
that he's had. Evidence, like besides that one
Well,
picture.
The evidence for all of it, I mean, for the majority of, I'd say overwhelming majority of all the events we've had, the groups he's attended to, meetings he's attended over the last, I don't know how long has Facebook been around. I mean, there's photos and there's evidence on Facebook.
Right, but I just wanted to
But there's
list
one
if you
that was
guys had
called
a
a
list
town
of his
hall.
calendar.
There was only one of all
You
of
guys aren't
those.
going to believe me. He goes to a lot of different types of events.
Oh, I know. I'm talking
So
in
it'd be a
district.
lot of work to go through. And,
I just want in district what you considered town hall events from 2009 on. Because all we have found is a teletown hall from 2009. So that's why, like I said, I want to know what you guys are considering. Location, date, who.
So we can actually.
So, yeah.
Oh, so that's what a town hall
Yes,
looks
exactly.
I think we
Just for
wanna
some
know
clarity.
that you don't have to pay to play. Okay, I know he shows up every year at the Lobster Fest for the Rotary Club. Okay, that's also $100 a ticket, and many people
I
in
can't
Corona
afford it.
can't afford it. So I would like to know what isn't a pay for play, because I have seen Ken Calvert at a lot of events, and I have bought the tickets, and I know if I want to shell out the dough, he'll talk to me. I want to know what we can do otherwise.
This is actually a veterans event, or the parade.
Okay,
we
I'm not a
attended.
veteran.
No, the public was invited to that parade. It was in support of veterans. There's no payment. There was,
Okay, but here, can I ask you this? If I'd shown
I
up
was
at that,
advertising in
if
the
I'd shown
newspaper.
up at that, would that have been appropriate? To have discussed my
No.
issues with him? Because
That
here's the
gentleman-
other
that
thing.
gentleman did.
You know what else he did? I know he was there when they opened the Foothill Parkway. I heard his speech, I was there.
Sure.
And I've had people say to me on Facebook, he's available, I was at that event. Would he have wanted me to go up when he's there to open a road and start saying, I want to talk affordable? That wouldn't
You
have
would-
happened, let's be honest. That
you would not have been the
happened.
first person to approach him about a subject he wasn't super eager to talk about.
We know because he said baloney.
Well, I'm just saying,
I think
we're
understand.
respecting that when he goes to
Understand.
these events,